Right, YouTube, Shadow King Nazu, and I'm here with my review of the Comic Con trailer for Godzilla 2 King of the Monsters. So, I'm sorry that I didn't post this up like the day that the trailer was released, but it just wasn't opportune enough for me to start recording, as we had some pretty bad storms for the past few days. Plus, I've been pretty busy with some volunteer work, and it was just so draining. I didn't have the energy to do videos of what I saw at Comic Con. But let's get it over with, shall we? Because I got some other things to do. So we start off with a little girl who I've been told is from Stranger Things. Uh, I'll take your word for it, but I've personally never seen Stranger Things. Uh, and she's basically looking out in the distance on the rooftop of a building, and she sees storm clouds building up, and we hear the woman's voice basically saying that humanity is causing the planet to die, yada yada yada, same old activist crap. And she says that the only way to preserve all life, including human life, is to find and revive the Titans, which is what they're calling all the kaijus, which is, giant monsters like Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. So instead of calling them Mutos like they did in the last Godzilla movie, they're calling them Titans now. Yeah, I guess I can go with that. Titans as more bases in ancient mythology, and Muto just sounds way too generic. So I guess we could just call the monsters that Godzilla fight the Mutos, and maybe that'll make them a little bit more memorable, since that's exclusive to them. And we get to see a lot of bits of locations involving the sea, underground places, and we get to see a military base, or maybe Monarch, or supposedly this terrorist organization that Charles Dance is involved with. And for any of you who don't know Charles Dance is, that's Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones. And they're studying the monsters like Godzilla, and also get to see a little bit of Mothra. And Mothra looks pretty good, though we didn't get to see a whole lot of her because she was clothed in a little waterfall, as well as there being a lot of blue filtering in these shots. I mean, is there some sort of theme that's supposed to be going on? There was a lot of blue. I mean, I can understand somewhat with Godzilla because his atomic breath is blue, and we got to see that, which I heard was supposed to be from Michael Dougherty, is supposed to be a call to arms. So maybe it's like Godzilla has his first fight with King Ghidorah. It doesn't go in his favor, and he realizes that he needs the help of Rodan and Mothra, just like in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, which the movie is essentially kind of a remake of. And we've also got to see bits of Rodan flying out of a volcano. Thank God that wasn't in the blue filter. And we get to see Rodan flying out of the volcano, so he's going to be someone like his classic version, as well like Fire Rodan. And he's flying and causing hurricanes. Now, we've seen this kind of thing before in the old Godzilla movies, but we never got to see just how it would have looked like from our perspective. I mean, just causing these hurricane winds and destroying buildings. I mean, they done that somewhat. They just never bought it that this kind of devastation. But the way they shot it, from when he's flying up, and just behind him, it's just this trails of hurricane destroying buildings and causing damage. You can really tell that these monsters are powerful, and we would be very concerned of how much damage their corals would cause. And we've also got to see King Ghidorah somewhat. We got to see that he was still frozen in ice. Um, and we also got to see silhouettes of him. And he looks massive. And he's described to be over 500 feet tall. That's got to be like the tallest King Ghidorah ever. Because King Ghidorah is usually like 300 to 400 feet, but Godzilla's that tall now, so they gotta obviously make King Ghidorah bigger, otherwise it's not gonna be all that impressive. Uh, and he looks, from the silhouette, he looks pretty good. Still got the dragon theme. His wingspan looks good. He doesn't appear to be quadrupedal, as some rumors were saying. He looks to be to walk on 2 feet. He could possibly, where like in close corners, might uh, stand on his two legs and as well as his wings, kind of like how Smaug did in The Hobbit 2. But that's just speculation. And it's basically just showing off all these monsters, and you get like this sort of mystical thing about them, and the music does accompany about that. Now, originally, I wasn't a big fan of the music because I felt kind of out of place. I thought they were going to come with some sort of apocalyptic sort of music, kind of like the first trailer for the first film, and it was going to be the theme that we had with that these four monsters were going to clash, and we would be caught in the middle of it. We would have to endure it. It'd pretty much be like the apocalypse. But instead, they're just going to say they're basically going with the whole these monsters, while somewhat dangerous, have still some bit of wonder to them, and we just be amazed and terrified of them. That's basically it. All in all, I did like this trailer. It's got me excited for the Godzilla movie. If I did have a complaint, I didn't want it to be like filtered in blue. I just felt that was just very distracting. I just hope that's not in the movie and it has more realistic coloring and lighting. But all in all, pretty good start. So stay tuned as I upload the next video of me talking about the new Dragon Ball Super movie, the one that features Broly. Yeah, that's still gonna take some getting used to.